Hello, Federal viewers. Welcome to a chat with political analyst Mr. T Ramakrishnan. We'll be talking to him about the ADMK's early talks for alliance with TVK. Both parties are very much interested to consolidate the anti-DMK votes. Let's break into this. Sir, can you explain to federal viewers about the efforts taken by AIADMK to get TVK into its alliance fold ahead of 2026 assembly polls?
As far as I know, before aligning with BJP in April, ADMK made an effort to reach out to TVK, and there were some talks that took place at the informal level. And what I hear is that the Vijay or TVK made a couple of demands which were too much for ADMK to concede. The demands included 50% share in the seats.
To be allocated.
So out of 2, 3, 4, you have to give them 117. And then the post of chief ministership. So Edappadi would not like to play a second fiddle as OPS did to him in 2017. But anyhow, because anyway, so Edappadi had been CM for 4 years, 4 years plus. So that is then. So that these are the two demands which were unacceptable to ADMK, and I think the demands were also made in such a manner that ADMK won't accept them. I think that's the crux of the point. But having said that, let me also say this: I won't rule out the possibility of last-minute drastic changes, because after all, you have still 7 to 8 months to go. And if you remember, Vijay decided to align with Jayalalitha in the run-up to the 2011, only 1.5 months before the date of polling. So around March first week, second or third only, Vijay went and met Jayalalitha. So you have still time. And I think ADMK, and this time I think what I understand is BJP is also keen that TVK should be brought under their fold, so that the chances for the victory of the NDA or ADMK-led front are brighter than what they are now.
I understand. So let's move on to the next question. Federal viewers, we are talking to political analyst T Ramakrishnan about the alliance taking shape to face 2026 assembly polls in Tamil Nadu. On the one side, DMK has stitched up the Rainbow Alliance in its fold with DMK, Congress, VCK, and all the other smaller parties. And the other side, ADMK is very much strong with its BJP in its fold, and they want to woo TVK into their fold. So I'm just wondering how this anti-DMK votes could be consolidated by ADMK. What are the options open for them?
You see, there are apart from bringing all the smaller parties, barring OPS. Okay, OPS doors have been shut. Okay, but other parties like Amumuka or Pamaka, whichever faction that is willing to align with ADMK. So then there are other parties. See the Pudhiya Tamilagam or John Pandian's Kachi or Parivendar and all those things. I think they are all will be with the ADMK. That is what my understanding is. Only thing we have to see how this the churning process in the PMK is going to develop further. And my take is that at least one faction of the PMK will eventually come to the ADMK fold. So I think they will get about 2% or whatever it is, 2.5 or 3, whatever that faction can bring to the fold. But apart from this, these are all smaller parties. You have NTK, Seeman's party, which has got 8% votes. Okay, as of now, Seeman has categorically said that he will not align with either of the parties as he did in the past. But the point is, unlike in the past, when there was no Vijay, now he is going to have Vijay. And Vijay or TVK is expected to cut into the vote base of, they say, all the parties, including Seeman. So Seaman's share being 8% will be taking a much bigger hit than the bigger parties. Okay, so that in that case, so he can. I don't think he can also he can go it alone this time. He has to align with either of the two parties. And I think the first time he went and met Mr. Stalin and condoled the death. Of course, it's all courtesy call, but I think he's also contemplating the joining with either of the parties. That is my reading. Okay, so if Seaman doesn't come, you have only Vijay. Of course, Vijay is an untested force. TVK is an untested force. But the people, several surveys commissioned by several people, they all say that he will get about 10% votes. Some people say 15, 20, it's some constituency. But eventually he gets about 10%. Okay. And then that's a big share. That's a big chunk. So the point is that the then ADMK, without aligning itself, ADMK mean ADMK front, ADMK, BJP, and all others, without aligning with Vijay, I think won't be able to get back to power. That's the option which they have to seriously consider if they are not able to get Seaman to their fold. Okay, of course, this when they join, there will be some reduction. Okay, Seaman won't be getting 8%. Okay, he will be get 6%, 5%, 4%, whatever it is. Between 4 and 7 or 6, they will get by aligning with either of the parties. So, but that's a good chunk. That's a good number, which ADMK would love to have. So, because the gap between ADMK and the DMK front, I mean, the front is about say minimum is 5% of votes, minimum. Okay, so they have to align with the many other parties, and then the 2024 election results have shown that the ADMK has become weaker than what it was in the past.
Yes, I understand. So I'm just wondering how the situation would be handled by the DMK if TVK wish to join the fold. Though actor Vijay is just a greenhorn in the political platform, he may be a successful actor, and but when he faces the real telepathy of DMK, how can this Ilaya telepathy from the Kollywood can take on and be with this ADMK fold? What will be the difficulties faced by ADMK if they wish to take TVK into their fold while handling BJP?
But the point is that of course, the ADMK has been saying it is a pro-minority party. Okay, it is a sort of an inclusive party. I think BJP also has to demonstrate that it is also an inclusive party. Okay, that concession, that change in their posturing has to be made. Number one. Number two is the focus or the main core base of Vijay appears to be the youngsters. Okay, so youngsters are all being drawn into him. I think in a large way. So they have to come up with some policies, some plans that can make themselves attractive towards youth and also make youth to turn to them. So as of now, whatever schemes Mr. Edapadi has been announcing in his roadshow, I have not come across any scheme that is that appeals to
Targeting the youth
youth,
voters.
except that the revival of laptop scheme. Okay, that's fine. But apart from that, there are not many schemes that he has announced. Okay, so
And
there.
Edapadi himself was very angry with his own team members who reported that they could not get young people into the party in the districts like Karur, in many western districts, even the southern districts also. There were reports that ADMK could not enroll new members. And even they even have a sports wing. They have just started the sports wing because they could not get young people into their party.
It's quite likely. So because the age composition of members, it is slightly going up. Okay, so they have to make their party more appealing to the youth. So I think the Vedapadi must use his roadshow. Okay, an opportunity. He has got an excellent opportunity to make his party attractive to the youth, and then he has to come out with certain announcements. So I think so far he has not been that forthcoming with regard to youth. Okay, and then I think maybe they have to promote some youngsters and all that. So that is the point. Is the ADMK is also, as far as I see, appears to be becoming DMK. Of course, this DMK's age is 75 plus, and ADMK's age is 53 plus. Okay, but the point is that the party in different districts, it is coming under the grip of a group of leaders who control the party affairs through their immediate members, okay, in their family. So that way, the DMK and the ADMK, the way of their operation, I think it appears to be converging at some point. This is why people like Vijay, they seem to be more appealing to the youth, because the youth want, if the youth want to make politics their career, they can't expect the DMK or the ADMK to accommodate them without being sons or daughters of some established players. Okay, so that opportunity which I seems to be offering, and unless Edapadi gives a different impression, creates a different impression, and then makes his party and then the programs and all that more appealing to the youth, he will find it very difficult to at least to get Vijay to your fold. You have to say that yes, I have also got some vote share among the youth. Okay, and so that Vijay also will consider his point more seriously than what he did in the recent past.
I understand. Though Vijay is just a greenhorn in the political landscape, he attracts all the grand old parties, and he wish to improve on board. But, while during the campaigns, he attracts a lot of young men and women, and whenever he goes for shows, it many questions raised, but he still keeps quiet. So far, he has not opened up. He has not attended any press conferences. Let's wait and watch about his political journey. This is just the initial phase. And thanks, Mr. Ramakrishnan, for joining us and explaining to our federal viewers about how the ADMK is getting ready with his alliance talks to face 2026 assembly polls. Federal viewers, please like, share, and comment on this video. Do let us know the kind of context which you want us to talk about. Thanks so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.